This is the June 2022 Forest Hills Homes Price Report. Busy month in Forest Hills. There were 13 homes sold, including one for $7.7 million over on Laurel Ridge. There were 7 homes sold for over $3 million that closed in Forest Hills over the last 30 days. We're continuing to see a lot of demand for the premium homes in South Nashville. If something's a little bit overpriced, it is sitting, so we are seeing some price reductions. Having a strategic listing price is absolutely critical right now, even in the luxury space, even in a place like Forest Hills. If you're gonna price yours $1 million higher than the last one sold for, it's probably gonna sit for a minute. And you're probably gonna end up doing a price reduction. We've seen more price reductions in the last 4 weeks than we have the last 2 years, without a doubt. What we're not seeing is price reductions on people who strategically price the house. That means if the last one sold for $4 million, you list just below that if you're comparable. So you list at 3.795 or 3.95. And what that does is it creates the most demand for the house. If you list at 4.5, all of a sudden the only people who are gonna come look at that are the people willing to say, yeah, I'll pay $500,000 more than the last guy, I don't care. That's a small number of people. If you list just below what the last one sold for, a lot of people will sign up for that rodeo. So then you get 10, 12, 20 people coming to look at the house over a weekend, you get multiple offers, and you wind up at that 4.25, 4.5, whatever that true market price is, because you have multiple bidders. If you overprice the house, there's almost a 0% chance that you're gonna get a bidding war. And if it sits over the opening weekend and doesn't go under contract, you basically are forced to do a price reduction in this market. Because anybody who doesn't see it the first weekend, assuming it's marketed correctly, and didn't want to see it the first weekend, then you drop it $100,000, then $200,000, then $400,000, until you get to a price that's probably lower than what you should have listed it to start with. So the homes in Forest Hills that are priced strategically, marketed well, and are in good shape. You can't, the last 2 years, people have been able to get away with a lot. I've walked through a ton of homes where I'm like, I can't believe they're putting on a market like this. And it's still sold because the market was so hot. We've seen a slowdown in those type of properties going under contract for top dollar quickly. The ones that are priced right, in good shape, and marketed correctly still are getting multiple offers, are still going for over list price, and essentially selling for top dollar and record prices in Forest Hills, despite the rising interest rates, the slight change in the market that we've seen so far. Who knows what the future will hold, but it has slowed down a tiny little bit. But Forest Hills, the premium stuff, is still selling really, really well. Again, 7 homes sold for over $3 million in the last 30 days in Forest Hills, which is a strong indicator for the market in Forest Hills that it's going to continue to stay strong. My name's Jason Gruner. I'm a real estate agent here in Middle Tennessee with Coldwell Banker Barnes. If you're thinking about selling a home in Forest Hills and you want to talk with an agent who will aggressively market it, will be present for all your showings, and negotiate for every last dollar, I'd love to talk about a plan that we could put together to make sure you get top dollar for your home. Thank you so much for watching this video. I look forward to talking to you soon.